So one thing a lot of us can agree on about Sonic Frontiers is that the final boss wasn't as great as a lot of us wanted it to be. It was not as epic as something like Dark Gaia, Bio Lizard, Merlina, and even Perfect Chaos. And this is mostly due to it just not being Sonic-like in the slightest. The boss is just a kind of reskin of like the data hacking shooting mini games, which is similar to like Galaga or a bullet hell type of game. And you know, that on its own standalone kind of thing is not terrible, but as a Sonic game final boss, it's pretty disappointing. And if you're not playing on hard mode, it's not even a boss, it's just a QTE, and it's not as cool as it probably should be. The whole end of Sonic Frontiers is kind of rushed. But with the new planned DLC updates, this is something that could be fixed or improved upon. And we actually have something very, very interesting to talk about here. But before we hop into it, hey, hold up a minute. 75% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, so why don't you consider subscribing if you've been enjoying the content? You may be like, hey, this might be too early in the video. But 43,000 of you guys keep coming back to these videos, so I'm talking to you. Why don't you hit the subscribe button? Thanks, guys. So Kishimoto in the past has shown that he will take direct feedback from fans on Twitter that provide constructive criticism or constructive improvement and just stuff like that. And he actually responds to them on Twitter. And just recently, we have a Twitter user that goes by infinite_cubes dropped this. The End is such a great villain, but has the worst final boss gameplay in a Sonic game. It has very weak music as well. They go on to say, same goes to Supreme. I doubt Update 3 will do anything about it. If it does, good luck calling other Sonic games better. A thread of my pitch to Sonic Team. And then they at Kishimoto. Then they say, my pitch for the battle with Supreme, health is very high, higher than all the Titans combined. In Phase 1, Supreme will not fly or hover. Same attacks as both Giganto and Supreme Phase 2. Plus a special gun attack that Sonic could parry with special animations. Then they say Phase 2, the boss will fly around and hover. I know this would be too much, but you have a whole year to work on it. The boss will hover with its wings, and after a period of time, it will fly to another location where you could chase it down and do a special parry and throw it to the ground and spin attack it to the air. Just be creative. Once the boss reaches the other arena, the boss will fight as normal. The arena fight. Arena areas are large to accommodate for the gun. Phase 1 plus the boss uses the gun plus kicking plus lasers from the drones plus wing attack. The ending QTE should be very cool. Remember that Supreme has jets? After a small fight cinematic, make Supreme charge at Sonic using its jets. Have a HUD bar showing who is winning. You have to press buttons, which may change after some time. Once you win, kick Supreme to the air and then spin attack Supreme to the ground, then repeat to hit Supreme with a spin attack to the ground as he hits the boss ground. I guess I meant to the ground. Make boss bounce up before the next attack and then give big spin attack to the ground. So that is their pitch for the Supreme fight being changed, and I agree, the Supreme fight should be changed a little bit. Personally, what I don't like about it is how annoying the animations can be when you get hit back. I feel like it doesn't need to happen like that. They could just change how that works. And I also think that it being very similar to Giganto and being very weak is a kind of a bummer for Supreme, and it definitely should have been a way tougher boss. It's cool looking, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely the least sauciest out of, honestly, even Giganto. Giganto with the giant laser is way cooler than Supreme. And for the next part, they say keep Phase 1 for the final boss. Now, which I agree, the shoot 'em up thing is not bad. It's just not good on its own. I feel like it needs to supplement something else, which is what they come up with in Phase 2. 3D and Sonic is a small particle as he is very small. Bring all the Titans to the fight, or just Supreme. Obstacles are created, shields and smaller projectiles plus lasers. Parry again the big laser plus attack. Metal music. And then they tag Kishimoto saying, if you read this and got inspired by it, I want to thank you for spending time reading this. I believe this will heavily improve the ending of the game. There are legal problems of me giving ideas. This idea is free of use and no legal binding to it. And then Kishimoto himself responds, and we have to use Google Translate so it may not be exact. He says, thank you for suggesting this great idea. I've read it all and found your opinion valid and inspiring to me. I don't know how much I can achieve in a limited amount of time, but I will do my best to make it something that you will be satisfied with. Wow. Look, people slander Kishimoto for his previous games, but this man actually listens to feedback. He goes on Twitter, responds to people, and is telling people, yeah, this is cool. I want to do this. And this is why I like Kishimoto. He listens. He may not make the thing you want, but like, I feel like he's trying. And that's something I don't really see a lot of times. I feel like this man is trying. He's literally trying. He does not want to fail. He's trying his best out here, and he's literally responding to freaking fans on Twitter, taking in ideas to improve the final boss, and he's like, yeah, you know what? I want to do this. I'm gonna do this. What? Sonic Frontiers is not real sometimes. This DLC wave that we're getting is crazy. It's already crazy. And he wants to improve the final boss, the thing that's probably really weak about the game, because people are saying it's weak. That's crazy. I think Kishimoto needs a round of applause from Sonic fans. Even if you don't like Frontier, even if you don't like his previous works, this is commendable. And you know what? I'm just happy they didn't throw away Frontiers after dropping it. They just keep wanting to improve this game. I'm down for it. I want to see this game keep improving. I think this is the next Sonic Adventure of this era. Not saying it's as good as Sonic Adventure, but like, this is the new Sonic. Like, this is gonna be Sonic now. And I think in some ways it does give me the Sonic Adventure vibe of anything's kind of possible. I feel like the mystery around it. I enjoy it. I really enjoyed Frontiers, and I just want to keep seeing it improve. So I just want to make this video to shout out Kishimoto right here. That's pretty much it. That's this whole video. So shout out to Kishimoto. Thank you, Kishimoto, for listening to people, taking in ideas and being inspired by the people that play your games, because this is really cool. And I think, you know, I hope to just see more Frontiers improvements if they, you know, want to. This DLC wave update's already doing good enough, and now a final boss improvement? Please, I'll take that. Now just improve the Coco leveling, and then we're really talking. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Just wanted to share my thoughts on this and just spread the word for this, because this is awesome. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And of course, like always, I'll see you in the next one.
Well, whatever happens, happens.